What's good, people? It's your boy Roddy Too Good, back with another episode of the Pilot Show. Let's go. It is time, bro. It's time. Here we go. So, Joe Budden, you know, he just passed 10-year anniversary for his podcast show. Clap it up, man. So it wouldn't be a Joe Budden podcast without throwing shots at your ops, man. That's what goes on, bro. So like, you know, he said, yo, I want to thank mad people. He started mentioning, well, he started like alluding to like Rory and Maul, but he really says just Rory thing. He was like kind of basically saying like, yo, I should just, you know, I want to. He's like, I know I joke on here, but I do want to send some shout outs to them because their work, they definitely contributed to the show. Like when they was on there, like I know this whole new show is an entirely different show, and whether you like it better or not, it doesn't matter. Like the fact that Rory and Maul, that whole thing kind of clicked and it just became this juggernaut of what we know now is the Joe Budden podcast. So we just gotta show them love for it. Listen, man, we have to show them love. Like, period. So, but let's just be real, man. Joe is messy, man. He was throwing shots. He's basically saying like he should play Rory's song on Sleepers for the 10-year anniversary. And he bleeped something out. You know what I'm saying? He said Rory such and such would be better, and then it bleeped out. And I don't know technically what he said right there, but I wouldn't be surprised if he said like, yo, once Rory gets rid of Maul, I think it'll be better. He said something, it sounded like he was saying something along that, like, but they bleeped it out. But all in all, man, from like, I could tell you, like, I started watching the Joe Budden podcast, like probably like around, I know it was around like Everyday Struggle. So like I didn't watch it when they was like in that little studio spot. Like I wasn't watching it then. Like I've watched it when they was in Park's like his basement or his garage or something like that. So when they was in Parks' basement, that's when I started watching that. And like, yo, and that's when I fell in love with the podcast, and that's when like I really fell in love with just podcast, period. Like that was one of my main introductions of like podcasting for real, because I can remember like it was yesterday. I was working at the airport, you know what I'm saying, and I was like listening to that joint, like, yo fam, like the phone that I had, it was not like the phone that I got today, to where like the battery life was good on that joint. Nah, so I'm talking about I was like crashing my joint. Like my joint was dying because I was listening to like every single Joe Budden episode, like front to back. Like, you know what I'm saying? I used to have to plug my joint up, sit right next to it, try to listen to it and stuff like that, or like have some. And then it was nasty work too, because I used to have the wire headphones. Disgusting. Like, nasty work. But like, yo, I just remember that time, like, you know what I'm saying, and they was cooking, bro. And I'm gonna say it like this. Today, I do enjoy the podcast they have today, and even like to this day, I still listen to Rory and Maul because just that, maybe it's nostalgia for me. Maybe I was just so used to them, so it's like, yo, I like their shows, like, you know what I'm saying. But to me, I don't know if I could say what they're doing now is better. I feel like it is different. Like I feel like it is more like structured. Definitely more structured, and I think this is definitely more serious than when Rory and Maul was on the show. Because when Rory and Maul was on the show, for me, I feel like they was just like, it was just different, bro. Like they was just having so much fun. It was really like friends just kicking it, like, you know what I'm saying. They would just have these dumb conversations or these dumb arguments or dumb just discussions, but it was just so interesting just to hear them, like, you know what I'm saying, like it was just a different time, bro. Like, and it was just so funny. Like, and Joe and Maul, I feel like them two together was so funny. And when they broke up, I was really distraught. Like, I was like, oh my god, no. Like, yo, yo, it was so crazy. And then not only that, like on my man's page, I was there and I got to sit on the interview and talk to Ice and him explaining it and all that stuff. Like, I've heard that story a lot, like, because I was a fan like that. I was just knee deep into like the the iceberg of Joe Budden podcast. Like, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, man, it's just like, yo, come on, man. That was just a dope show. And to see them break up at that time, that was huge, bro. That was huge right there. But to fast forward to now, to see that Joe Budden is 10 years in, that's just inspiring, fam. Cause inspiring to me, because fam, I'm like what, 3 years in, so I could only imagine. I could only imagine where the next couple years I would be. You know what I'm saying? Because if you would have told me before, like when I was listening to them, that I would be doing YouTube videos, you know what I'm saying? I would have almost 300 subscribers and stuff like that. I'm geeked at that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just happy just to have the little things that I even have right now, bro. And for them to go from like they was like in their living room, and then to now to where your voice is just important, the level of importance of your voice and your platform to where it's this big, you know what I'm saying? So it's just inspiring, bro. And that's why I do rock with Joe Budden. And I rock with Rory and Maul too, because a lot of people was like kind of talking to them crazy, saying like, yo, nobody was watching for you, this, that, and the third, you guys are this, you guys are that. But to see that both parties were able to land on their feet and to actually accomplish something and actually still be important to this space, it's just admirable, bro. So it's just, for me, it's dope to see, man. Shout out to Joe Budden. 10 years is amazing. I pray that I'm able to get there, like, fam. And to tell you the truth, I'm not stopping, bro. I'm not stopping from nobody. I'm going, fam. Like, this is even me doing this, like, cause this was just supposed to be like an interview channel. Like, my man's told me, he was like, yo, you should do stuff on your own. You should talk on your own and all that stuff. And I was like, yo, word, you say no more. Then I just start doing it, and then it just went from here. And I ain't gonna lie, when I really started doing like videos like this was the Kendrick and Drake beef, because it was just so crazy at that point. So now it's this whole thing, you know what I'm saying? The pilot show, you know what I'm saying? This is going to be forever for real, bro. So like, comment, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you join, click the button, join us, you know what I'm saying? Join the family. We on the road to 300 subscribers, man. Peace, I'm out, man.